Welcome to a 5-player free-for-all where already Orange is dead. That's right, Crate explodes when they try to unload the MCV. And over here we've got Burst in the teal, blue, it's Allied. Over here purple, very nice shade of purple, is Soviet. Green is Amatrox with Soviets as well. And in the yellow with Soviets, Matt Tracker. Also, this is Cousin in the purple. So, large map, a lot of Tiberium, or like ore I should say, because this is not Tiberium Dawn. And first refinery, no refinery yet. One here, nothing here. Right. So, rather than a 5-player free-for-all, we're going to have a 4-player free-for-all in the end. Because Orange just wasn't able to do anything. Everyone does now have a refinery, but this one does not seem very good. The nice thing for Matt, however, is that they're very far away from all the other players, and in a free-for-all, distance can actually be a massive help. Also, they're yellow, so they're very difficult to see on the ore. However, it does look like they're possibly a worse player, getting War Factory out now, whereas pretty much, well no, Coulson didn't have it yet, and I'm not sure about Burst, if they already had it or not. Anyways, they seem, with their placing and all, to be a little bit less skilled, maybe, but I mean, yeah, it's very difficult to really say that right now. Coulson really should be building more as well. More war factories, more refineries than maybe not really needed because you can just buy your ore trucks. But still, over here, one little light tank is currently shooting. And oh, by the way, Burst was Allied rather than Soviet, which the other three are. And the light tank does get cleaned up, of course it does. Over here, we still just have, well, quite little. But maybe Coulson is, like, having a very good strategic moment and they're just deciding not to build anything. Making the enemy think they are very weak, and because of that they will actually just win by snowballing eco? Maybe, I don't know. They do already have second refinery out, and very efficient, mainly. This one is very close, it's surrounded by ore, so very nice to have that. Over here there are also 2 ore trucks, but these are way less efficient. They will, 3 ore trucks by the way, sorry. They will be able to create another refinery here, for instance, or there, I guess so, for a 4th ore truck. But that's it. Over here we do have like 3 ore trucks as well, with double refinery. But once again, this one is quite inefficient. And this one is, well, relatively efficient. But not all of the ore trucks are going to it. Over here, I'm not sure why your ore truck is stuck. But one thing's for sure, you should be buying more of them. And over here, well, that's why I say, yeah, distance can be really good. Yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ore trucks. A little bit of a problem that they're all stuck on one refinery. They definitely should be buying another one. But yeah, their eco is amazing. At least the number of ore trucks they have is amazing. No one cares about them, because they're just that far away. If you send all of your army to yellow, then you're going to be in big trouble, because then the enemy is like, oh hey, your base is open because you don't have any defenses because you're attacking yellow. Yeah, in a free-for-all that's not what you want. Coulson is also in like a little bit of extra danger from green, just because V9s would be able to sit here and destroy buildings, which could be a problem in the future. And are you going for Mammoth Tank? I mean, you've got radar, you've got a refinery or a repair pad, so it could happen. We could see mammoths in the future. Over here, let's look at what they've got. Well, that's double construction yard already, which means very quick production of buildings. And they do have a third refinery. Over here, green and blue going at it, and green only has one singular refinery. That means that now all of the eco has been stopped. Actually no, because I still have one there. But one construction yard redeploying, alright. Eco does seem stuck, but they do have a whole bunch of war trucks by now. 5 there, 3 more there, so that's 8 total. Over here we only have like 5 total, which is definitely not as good. And now burst, seemingly going for yellow, but no, just sitting here. Sure. What's your eco looking like? Well, that's only 5 little ore trucks. Not actually that many. So right now it's actually green and yellow with the better eco. Blue continuing to try and attack, but like with just 6 little light tanks, you're unlikely to do a lot of damage. You might be able to take down one refinery, which does mean that, well, the eco does get slowed down just because of the congestion with the ore trucks, but you should be able to buy a new one quite quickly if you're green. And also you need to get this one moving again because it's stuck there for like a while. Has been stuck there. Right, and over here, well, yellow really has just started to up production with the refineries. 4 refineries now with like 3, like 6, 9, 10? 10 ore trucks I want to say. And counterattack now by green. Heavy tanks, and in better numbers than the light tank attacks from blue. Also attacking the refinery, attacking ore truck does actually stifle the economy quite a bit. And weapons factory might be a good target next. But first cleaning up all of those enemy tanks. I'm going to try and like get the speed up gone in like a couple of seconds after this attack has been finished. Right now just one more weapons factory or like wall factory, and then oh no, where's your production, blue? That's right, it is gone. Green now going after something which is just ore truck. Alright. We're a couple of seconds ahead, sadly. Because the game is always difficult to like get right with the stupid bar, because it doesn't go where you click it. Anyways, one war factory is up, and green does still have quite a couple more tanks than the medium tanks from blue. Purple Coulson over here now expanding to the other middle field, which is very nice. And they could expand to like yellows or like orange's position in the future as well. Expanding to the other middle area. They really are expanding very nicely. There goes the last construction yard. And the last wall factory is also gone. That means that blue has now like almost officially, but certainly mentally, been defeated. It's over for blue. And they are seemingly selling off. Boom. Now, green, also gone, because yeah, purple, with their many tanks and all that, does in fact clean out green. That means that now we've got a fight between good defenses, decent heavy tank number, very good eco, but all compact together and like kinda scary, versus over here, a lot of heavy tanks, even more heavy tanks, and very spread out, but also like a lot of efficient economy. Might even see them expand over here or over here in the future. Hasn't happened yet. And let's look at ecos, as in like what they've got in the bank. 3k versus like 13k. Yellow could very well get up a lot more. Their production is quite slow, I would say. Right now, at least. So getting a couple more war factories with that cash would be great. Purple and yellow kind of just sitting there. Who would I favor right now? Number of tanks over here for yellow is really good, with the Tesla towers as well. Is very nice. Both of course have radar, so you could just see a sneak, or like you see where the enemy is trying to attack you from. I don't know what the actual economy stacks up like right now, but I would imagine that at least purple has a better eco later on, as in like they're going to pull ahead, just because of how much easier it is for them to like keep the eco efficient. And over here they are now pulling their tanks away because yeah, they were kind of stuck there. Yellow sending one little tank in, and because of that a lot of ore is now gone. We don't actually see any V9s anywhere. A little bit surprised because you could, I think that hits, might be 1 or 2 spots off. But here you would definitely be able to snipe that war factory. And on this side, well, you would definitely be able to hit, for sure, the repair pad. I think war factory would be in range as well. So you could do quite a bit of damage just because of that. But tanks now going to come towards you, and you're starting to get surrounded. Number of tanks for Coulson now are way better. They've also expanded to where green was and where blue was. And who has... It sounds like over here. Did yellow try to attack here? Maybe. Also, hey, flamethrower tower, flamethrower. You don't see those often. Purple has to start pulling things away again, because soon they won't be able to move. With soon being now. There it goes, it can't move. And yeah, yellow, I don't see it happening. You've only got a little bit of cash in the bank right now. Your eco is relatively inefficient, you have to go quite far for each trip. And those tanks in the back of your base have a hard time getting out. A little bit of a traffic jam over here with the harvesters, or trucks. And you can't really fight purple head on, I would say. Especially not if they pull their forces together. If you attack each one of these little groups with almost your entire army, you might be able to do it, especially if you keep moving. Because of course that way Coulson misses most of their shots. But number of tanks here for Coulson is just better. So even with good micro it's going to be a struggle, and you do indeed pull out. Or Matt actually pulls out. Sorry, I need to keep focusing on that. Over here just very nice little power plants, not actually airplanes, nothing like that. Would be fun to see because there is no entire over here. However, gunships, airplanes, it would all just be too slow. Just pulling all of your forces together and just launching a head-on assault is probably going to kill Matt. Maybe add a couple of V9s to take down the Teslas without taking damage, but even that is probably not necessary. Over here, are you now slowly pulling forwards? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. And over here, well, now the number of things look decent for Matt. So if they clean this up, they can actually sneak in here and maybe take the 8 construction yard out. But I doubt that's going to be worth it. Because at this stage of the game, your tank numbers are most important. And then there is a sad thing for Matt, which is that this is more tanks than this, and they've got more over there as well. Yeah. And once again a speed up, but I don't think it's worth it to really stop that right now, because nothing is really happening. Well, a good fight is happening over here. With actually the main army, so I'm going to say back. Right, there comes the army. And nothing happening in the south right now, but Coulson is moving forwards. These tanks for Matt should be able to handle this group, but once the other tanks get pulled this way as well, Matt will be surrounded and it should be an easy cleanup for Coulson. Other option is of course getting into the base right now and just distracting the army over here. Teslas do good damage, but they are quite weak themselves, so just shoot them and they die. But 4 Teslas here, that of course does do quite a lot of damage, so it's difficult to get in close. Taking down all of the power does of course turn the Teslas off, but I'm not sure how much energy they have. I think they're now on minus 90, minus 100. Yeah, I think this one, yellow, is actually yellow. So they might actually be on like just 60 power now, because they are indeed using their Teslas once again. But one more power plant going down and they are indeed turned off once again. That means that these defenses, which are really scary, aren't going to do anything. That means take down the war factories and all production is gone. But of course you need to pay attention to silly little power plants, because once they are... well, once you destroy those war factories, the Teslas turn on once again. Getting off a one shot, but that's all they wrote for the Teslas, I think. Matt is not likely going to win this match, because those tank numbers for Coulson are just a little insane. Getting a couple of kills with your Teslas is very nice, but once again, multiple power plants going down for Matt, and it really does look like the end. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Very nice expansion for Coulson.